Alright, we got another caller, folks. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Tollzar.
Yeah.
Am I too late for the dream analysis segment?
Is this Justin?
No.
No?
No, it's not.
Okay, good. Then you can. Because Jung and the Restless means that you've been probably tossing and turning all evening until you finally called in. Well, it's time to rest easy, caller. Let's just,
Yeah, I dreamt a lot last night.
Yeah, let's hear it. It's a good way to go out on this show. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your dream?
Well, one of them, the only one I can remember, had a house. A lot of my dreams seem to have houses.
Yeah.
Or you could more say buildings. They're not always livable structures, but they're structures.
Are they non-livable structures with the intention to live in them?
This one was already being lived in and had an old friend who was inhabiting it.
Oh, I see.
But
Go
usually they're just almost like these relics of buildings that nobody's living in.
Oh.
That sometimes, anyways.
Okay.
This particular one was, it was very long.
Ooh.
And it was all on one floor, you could say, but the entry where you entered from, it kept stepping down gradually until you got to the back of the house, which is where the kitchen was with these old friends, an old family friend rather. And the first room had a fireplace, and it was like ancient. It looked like I remember distinctly looking at the walls, and they were like made from like tree branches, like some of the earliest structures you could see in house form. And then it slowly got more modern as I went to the back.
Very interesting. Now the kitchen was in the back, correct?
Yes.
Alright, but it was more modern in the front. Modern in the back, but you had more of the primitive branches in the front.
Yes, the front was where all the branches were and the primitive structure with the fireplace.
Are you reading the chat, caller? Don't read the chat. Anyway, here's the first thing that struck me, and I know there's more to it, but it's just that, what is a kitchen but to create something of sustenance in a traditional manner? And if that is in the back of the house, and it got more modern in the back, then I imagine it's a call to bring what is primitive in you, or things from your past within the structure, into the back of the house with you, up to modern times, that the thing you're supposed to be cooking up has to be up to date. It has to be an up-to-date recipe. You get me?
Wait, but don't you mean I should involve some of my past in that recipe?
Yes, but here's the difference. You're not cooking it in the front of the house. You need to take your past as ingredients and bring it into the back of the house, which is the modern part of the house. So it's saying don't live in your past, but you need to bring your past into the future which is the present, which is modern. So, listen to me out, unidentified caller. I can say this. Man, they're sassing it up, Dylan style. Okay. There may be states from your past that are important to look at, but they're not there to be put into the recipe of who you are in this moment. Your self-identification, your home, the seat of your spirit needs to be modernized as you work with it, as you work with the traditions of your family, of your ancestral lineage. You need to bring them into the modern times. You need to take things, moments, traumas, stuff from the past, and bring them into the present moment proactively by cooking a nice little dish in your modern kitchen. Which means you are not defined by these past moments, but they are important for the dish you are cooking. Does that make sense?
Like, it's like doing a remix of like a mac and cheese with some like old kielbasa.
Yeah, that's right. You got the old kielbasa. You gotta smell it first, caller. You don't want to put old kielbasa in blind, so you gotta be conscious of what you're putting in to your dish. Because we all know when you put an ingredient from the past into the dish you're making for the present, and that is spoiled, it means you're not looking at it the right way. It doesn't mean that you need to throw it out. You can compost it. You can compost that. But it means this, Justin. Like caller. Hey, Justin sounding like caller. Anyway. I'm also reading chat and we're getting some new kind of vibe in there. Anyway, I will say this. That mac and cheese, that modern mac and cheese that you're making, yeah, you need to bring in that old kielbasa. Smell it first, put it in, and then I want you to do this, caller. I want you to envision the perfect breadcrumbs to crumble over top of this present day mixture that you're making yourself as. And then I want you to bake it in the oven of love. And I want you to bake that mac and cheese. You got me?
No, I lost you at the breadcrumbs. What do the breadcrumbs symbolize?
It's that little flair you're putting on the top that we all love. We all love breadcrumbs on our mac and cheese, don't we?
Well, I mean, yeah, some. You can't say everybody.
Well, most people that are sane love breadcrumbs, I believe, on their mac and cheese. Though all of us don't have those means.
Yeah, that's kind of like kind of an upper class thing, if you ask me.
Yeah, go figure.
Everybody can do that.
Yeah. Anyway, caller, your dream in a nutshell is this. It's time to modernize your home. Maybe you've got a new home in the works, and you need to think about what you're bringing into the back of the house to make a dish. What are you carrying with you from your life so far into your new home, into your new recipe, into the new dish that you will feed yourself and those around you that are closest to you, where you are a chef of love?
Yeah, that makes sense, because I saw the old friends in the newer part of the house.
Oh yeah? But the old friends, maybe they'll be new too. Anyway, they might be rotten kielbasa. Who knows? You gotta smell your old friends, caller. Smell your old friends before you put them in the recipe.
One of my old friends just farted though, so...
Wow, that's nice. We're making miso soup 100 hungry. Go figure. Anyway, caller.
Well, thanks, Tollzar.
Yeah, thank you, caller. I appreciate you entering into Jung and the Restless. Good night.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Get some good sleep.
Oh yeah,
Nighty-night.
you too. 99. Wow.